What's up, Wise Flyers? David here. Got the AAdvantage Aviator Red MasterCard about a year ago, coming up on the $99 annual fee. So I'm going to go through my options of whether upgrading, downgrading, and how I use this card throughout the year. So first, let's go over the benefits of the AAdvantage Aviator Red MasterCard and the bonus that I got it for. The current sign-up offer is 60,000 American airline miles after spending $1 or just your first purchase within the first 3 months, and it has a $99 annual fee. At the time of filming this video, you also get an introductory companion certificate good for one guest at $99 plus taxes and fees after you make your first purchase within the first 90 days and pay that $99 annual fee within the first 90 days. In terms of earning potential, you're going to get 2 American airline miles for every dollar spent with American Airlines, and then 1 mile for every dollar spent on every other purchase. An interesting feature of this card is something called flight cents. So this rounds up your purchases up by $1 for anywhere from $1 to $500. The added amount will be used to purchase additional AAdvantage miles for 2 cents each, depending on which site you look at. American airline miles could be valued at 1.3 cents per mile or sometimes as high as 1.5 cents per mile. But probably one of the best ongoing features of this card is you get a free checked bag for you and up to 4 companions for domestic flights only. This does include Hawaii, so if you are going to go all the way to Hawaii from the 48 states, then you could probably get good value there because that's going to be probably the longest flight you could take. Otherwise, if you're traveling to Europe or anywhere else abroad, then you're not going to get that free first check bag. You also get preferred boarding as well as some shopping discounts through the World Elite MasterCard program, and you get $25 in statement credits toward in-flight Wi-Fi charges on American airline operated flights. So if you fly American Airlines at least 1 to 2 times a year, I think you could probably get that $99 annual fee in value back, especially with the check bags alone, as well as credits for purchasing Wi-Fi. In terms of the first year, that companion certificate is an amazing deal. You're getting a ton of value there, way more than the $99 that you're paying. So in terms of first year, I think the card is definitely worth it. In terms of the companion certificate for the second year, so what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to spend $20,000 on purchases in that year, and your account has to remain open for 45 days after the account anniversary. So basically, if you're thinking about using the companion certificate and then canceling the card, it's not going to work because you're going to have to pay that annual fee, wait 45 days, and then you could use that companion certificate. And of course, you have to spend the $20,000 on the card, which I don't really think is worth it. I think there's other better American airline cards to spend $20,000 on, as well as other cards in general that you're better off spending $20,000 on. So that's the current offer with the AAdvantage Aviator card at the time of filming this video, February 2020, when I got it. Basically the same benefits except for the companion certificate and the flight cents. Everything else I pretty much got 60,000 American airline miles after the first purchase. So I'm going to go over how I use this card throughout the year. So I'm going to be honest, I made that first purchase and I probably made like 3 or 4 other small purchases on this card throughout the year, and I didn't use any of the other benefits of this card. I didn't fly American Airlines throughout the year, so I wasn't able to take advantage of the Wi-Fi credit or the free check bag. For me, the way I looked at the card was basically I paid $99 to purchase 60,000 American airline miles, which was definitely worth it. And I haven't used those American airline miles yet. I'm actually pooling them together with my wife, and we're trying to book a big trip coming up. I'm not gonna have any details on it yet, but probably gonna go for premium class seats to get more value out of those American airline miles. So since I didn't really use the card too much and get a lot of value out of it year 1, and I'm probably not gonna get a lot of value out of it if I were to keep it year 2 and pay the $99 annual fee, let me go over the options of what I'm gonna do and or what you can do, and then what I'm gonna decide to do of how to downgrade, upgrade, cancel, all that. So before I get into these cards, I just want to mention that a lot of these aren't available to the public, these cards that I'm about to mention. They're basically only upgrade or downgrade options if you have the AAdvantage Aviator red card already. The only two Barclay cards that you can get out of the 5 cards I'm going to mention in this video are the one that I just mentioned, the AAdvantage Aviator red card, as well as the business version. So these next 3 cards I'm going to mention you can't apply for, not available to the public. So let's go over the AAdvantage Aviator MasterCard no annual fee. So you're only going to get 1 mile per dollar spent on American airline purchases, and you're only going to get a half a mile per dollar spent everywhere else. So you're going to spend $2 to get 1 AAdvantage mile. The only other benefit to travelers is the 25% discount on in-flight food, beverage, and headset purchases. And that's pretty much it in terms of benefits of this card. Basically, you're just going to downgrade to this card. It's completely free to downgrade. Also, I want to point out something. Your American airline miles are going to be separate from this account. So if you have American airline miles and you're worried about, maybe even canceling the Barclays Aviator card, which I don't think is a good idea, but let's say you were to cancel this card, your American airline miles are a separate entity. So it has nothing to do with the card. They're completely separate. So in theory, if you were to cancel the Aviator card, then your American airline miles you get to keep, and they're subject to 18 months of expiration if there's no activity in the account. Assuming you're going to downgrade to the no annual fee version of this card, then it's going to become like a sock draw card. You'll make 1 purchase on it every 6 months or so, just so that Barclays doesn't shut down the card on you. Because if you don't use the card, then Barclays will shut down your account. And because it's a no annual fee card, you're going to want to keep this card forever so that it maintains your credit history, your overall credit limit, and it'll keep your overall credit utilization down. If you were to just cancel your Aviator card, then it could potentially mess up your credit score. So you never want to cancel a card. Ideally, you want to downgrade it to a no annual fee version, which is this. Another downgrade option from the AAdvantage Aviator red card would be the AAdvantage Aviator blue card. So this one does have an annual fee of $49, comes with a little more benefits than the no annual fee card. So with the blue card at a $49 annual fee, you're going to get 2 miles per dollar spent on American airline purchases, 1 mile per dollar spent everywhere else. And you're going to get 25% savings on in-flight purchases. And that's pretty much it. So to spend $49 just to get an extra mile per dollar spent on American airline flights, I think is very weak. I don't recommend getting this version, paying $49. Also, it's kind of surprising that it doesn't have any other bonus categories such as grocery or dining or hotels. To pay $49, it doesn't really make sense to me. Now the next option would be an upgrade option because it's going to have a higher annual fee. So it's going to be the AAdvantage Aviator Silver card. So this is going to come with a $195 annual fee and a lot more benefits. So if you feel like you got the AAdvantage Aviator red card and you feel like you want to get more benefits out of it, then this would be a good upgrade option. With the Silver card, you're going to earn 3 miles per dollar spent on American airline purchases, 2 miles per dollar spent with hotel and rental car purchases. You get preferred boarding for the card holder and up to 8 companions. So if you have a big family, big group of friends, then that could be good. You get on the plane first, as well as first check bag for domestic flights for up to 8 companions as well. So that could easily make up the $195 annual fee, especially since bags are $30 for the first check bag per person per way. You're also going to get elite qualifying miles, so you get 5,000 EQMs, also known as elite qualifying miles, for every $20,000 in annual purchases, up to 10,000 EQMs per year. And you also get 3,000 EQDs, elite qualifying dollars, after spending 50,000 on purchases in a calendar year. Now, EQDs, EQMs only make sense if you're going for elite status, and to have such a high spending threshold on a semi-decent card may not be worth it. I think you could do better if you are going for EQMs and want EQDs and all that. Probably the City Advantage Admirals card is a much better deal. Not Admiral's card, executive card. And another high spending threshold would be if you spend $30,000 within the year, then you could get a companion certificate for up to 2 people. And you just have to pay the $99 plus the taxes and fees. So rather than just getting a 1-person companion certificate, you could get up to 2 companion certificates. You also get a $100 global entry credit and free in-flight food purchases. So you could get $25 per day by making in-flight purchases on American Airlines. So you're probably not going to fly every single day, but if you were to have multiple days of flights, that's $25 per day in free food. And you also get a $50 statement credit towards Wi-Fi for the year. So these are great benefits if you plan on flying American Airlines often, and you could easily make up that $195 annual fee. Probably makes sense for the consistent business traveler if you want to get $25 worth of food every single day that you're going to travel, as well as a few of the other benefits. To pay that extra $96 compared to the Red Aviator card, you clearly get a lot more value out of all those benefits, but only if you're going to fly American Airlines at least 4 or 5 times or more a year. So what am I going to do? I'm going to downgrade to the colorless or the standard Aviator card with no annual fee. For me, that makes the most sense since I'm not going to be using American Airlines much this upcoming year. I don't see any opportunities to take advantage of all the extra benefits that the Red Aviator card offers, as well as the silver. The blue is probably just the worst option. It's not even worth paying $49 for. So just going to downgrade it and make sure I put a purchase on the card at least once every 6 months. And that's the main plan. And if you want to see my full unboxing video of the AAdvantage Aviator card, you could click this link over here. If you want to learn more about American Airlines, click this link down here, and I'll see you in the next video.